So today we're going to talk about what's better, gas or diesel in your pickup truck that you're pulling your RV with. So there's some controversy on this, and you might not agree with what I tell you, but we'll talk about it anyway, and we'll see how it goes. We calculated in our fleet department that we needed to, this would be 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, there wasn't quite as much difference in the price of diesel as there is right now. And we figured we had to drive the truck about 300 to 350,000 miles before we ate up that $10,000 premium for the engine. And that's with no failures. And the engine had to keep running without a failure for that length of time. Good luck with that, in my opinion. So let's get into that fuel cost. So today's fuel cost, diesel is like $1.40 more. And so if you I took 100,000 miles as a comparison. So you drive 100,000 miles pulling a trailer half of the time, half of those miles. It would cost about $28,300 on the gas truck at 14 miles to the gallon with today's pricing, and about $29,900 for a diesel getting 18 miles to the gallon. So you're in the hole, another $1,600 for the diesel at this point, over after 100,000 miles. And this might, make some people wonder, and there's other, if you drive a lot of miles with the truck empty back and forth to work, you're going to get more than 18 miles to the gallon, maybe, with the diesel. And so you might eventually make that back. But again, you got to drive it 200,000-300,000 miles to break even with what you're going to save. So if you pull a trailer all the time, or you're pulling really heavy trailers at highway speeds like all the time, then the diesel can give you an advantage in the cost. If you're working a gas engine really, really hard, pulling all the time, heavy loads or high speeds, then the diesel can actually save you some money. You can break even or save a little money on fuel.